So yeah, bro, it looked like a big cut open slice of like beef jerky, like my head.
And is that where you got the turkey baster full of semen and put it?
No, 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 no.
Oh
That's
god!
that's not where I seen the Chuck eat it. No, definitely not.
I wanted to bring it back so badly. That's why I said it. The only reason I said it was to bring it back.
Oh man, but yeah, like
Oh shit!
speaking about bringing back, yeah, I completely knocked out. I remember coming up or waking up in the hospital, and my dad's telling me, "Oh, he's awake," and he's telling the nurse
Is
he's
that
awake.
question? Is that like your worst injury you've ever had?
No, definitely not. No, I've had plenty of worse injuries.
Okay, that's another conversation we can,
Oh,
we can go to.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I dislocated my ankles twice, each one.
yeah. Damn.
Yeah, and I have like so many.
That time you broke your
injuries.
dick?
No, it's not broken.
Oh, it's not broken? You didn't break your dick?
No, I didn't break it.
Oh, it was Edgar that broke his ass.
It wasn't me.
No, I'm saying Edgar broke his ass though, right?
I think so. I think he fell.
It was Edgar, right?
Yeah, he was walking on a pole. He slipped and
He was hanging from the top of the fucking stairs at school.
Uh-huh.
And I remember I was there. So he was like hanging, trying to be a badass. And 2 seconds later, you just see him go straight down.
Oh.
And he broke his
tailbone?
Yeah, and then I was like, hey, bro, do you need life alert? Have you fallen and you can't get up? He's like, bro, get me some help. Like, he was in real pain, and I'm over here punning.
You should be like, your clicker.
I messed up real bad. I should have recorded, man. At this era, I still had a little camera. It would have been like the worst kind, but I would have had a good little video.
One of our friends, actually, you remember Steven Young?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy, he recorded me jumping off of like a flight of stairs, and there you could see where I messed up my foot. Yeah, I got a heel
Dude,
spur.
if you can get that video footage from him, that'd be great. Or if he just uploads it on YouTube, we can like react to it on here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That'd be cool. Yeah, see if you can upload it. Do you still have the fight video with Regis on YouTube?
Oh yeah, it's definitely still on there.
Ooh, we can react to it.
Yeah,
on the podcast.
I'm very proud of that.
The greatest thing of that, you know what it is?
That I whooped his ass.
No, not only you whooped his ass, right? But we have it on video, and if we ever have him on the podcast, we can just have him sitting there like.
He's like, no, that's not how it happened.
No, it didn't happen. So in this moment where you're bleeding, where you're crying, where Alberto's going, ooh, you weren't getting your ass kicked, right? No, man, it didn't happen like that. When Alberto lost track of his count.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would love to have that moment, like just Regis sitting right in between both of us and just going like,
"There's gonna be future episodes."
No. Just see him do it.
He's like small tears. No,
that didn't happen. No, I didn't do that. No.
It's just camera angle.
No, it's the camera angle. It's fucking like if we had a better cameraman. Bitch, don't talk about my brother. Oh man, that's gonna be a great episode.
What about you? What's your first or earliest memory?
I have a couple, but I think one of the number one is like I still remember a dream I had as a baby.
What?
Yeah, this is like weird, right? I remember this really clearly because I woke up like in a panic.
You were like, where's the boob?
No, it wasn't that. I remember I woke up in a panic because in the dream, basically I dreamt that our apartment's flooded all the way to the second story, like where I used to live when I was a little kid. It was over there on Patton.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I remember like my dream was the water was rising and the water went into the house and I was in the crib and I started floating out of the house. Like the door was open and everything and I started floating out of the house like in the crib and I was being taken away and then the water was slowly like decreasing as I was leaving.
And what?
Yeah.
Were you a toddler or
I was baby, bro. I remember this shit as a baby.
Well, if you're a baby, how would you know what water is?
Because I knew what rain was. I'm not stupid. What, you don't know what rain is as a baby? You don't know what the fuck that... Like, if you see water coming down... Oh, it's rain.
Well, no, not really. Because I would be like, I don't know if it's raining or if I'm about to take a hot bath.
But then why did I have that, like, sensation, like, in water? Or maybe it's, like, the way I interpret it.
Maybe you peed yourself and the whole time you're like... just like...
Yeah, that's probable, too, yeah. I'm not the one that peed the bed till I was 13.
That wasn't me.
Someone else like no. I'm not gonna put his shit out here on the podcast. He's gonna be all mad when he finally listens to this.
Speaking of shit.
No, that story's for later. I wanna do like our shit stories, like the moments where we've taken like nasty shit.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll tell one of my stories.
Nah, save it for later.
No. This isn't even like, it's not me shitting myself related. It is a little bit, but it's not. So basically, I went to HCC Northline. And this is the time me and you were getting the money for the T-shirts. Remember when I was getting the money like FAFSA?
Right.
And so me and you went, and I remember that you waited for me outside. And when I went in, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the restroom. So I went, and I didn't know it was gonna be a mean ass shit. Like, you know, one of the ones that makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And so basically, I go, I sit down. Bathroom is completely empty, right? I go and just hear, but like loud ass fucking fart.
Literally loud.
The loudest, loud ass, literally. That's gonna be a T-shirt, literally loud ass, and it's just like an ass that's like. Anyways, and I made like the loudest fart noise, and like I like as soon as I fart, I poop. Like I'll let you know that, right?
It sounded like a elephant.
It straight up just went like as soon as I farted.
Elephant mating call.
And outside, I knew the bathroom was empty when I walked in there, but outside you just hear, "God damn!" All I could think of was, pretend I'm not here. Pretend I'm not here.
You just pick up your feet.
I did. I went like that. I picked up my legs like that.
So they won't see it on the
I
stall.
was like, pretend I'm not here. Pretend I'm not here. And I was like, oh shit, my backpack's on the floor. Oh fuck. Like I'm thinking like that while the guy's in there. I hear him wash his hands and walk out. I wait a couple minutes, and then I'm like, all right, let me go outside. Like, this is a safe spot. This is a safe day. Like I can leave now.
Oh man.
And it happened while you were with me, but you weren't with me. Like you were outside waiting for me.
Okay. Since we're in that topic the restrooms and whatnot.
All right,
Okay, so this is one time I was trying to I was gonna sneak out of the school with this one girl. I was like, back then I used to be a pothead, stoner, whatever.
Yeah.
I would like try to convince like people who didn't smoke to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So I went up one day. It was just like days of me like telling this girl, hey, let's go smoke. She's like, no, I don't want to. Blah blah blah. All right, whatever. The day that I show up early to school and to that class, and I don't even ask her. I'm in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
I sit down. Hey, let's go smoke. I was like, all right, let's do it. And so, anyways, I go into I was like, oh yeah, let me. I have weed. I just gotta break it up. Let me go to the restroom. So I went to the restroom, right, and then like I took my binder. And then, like, I was, like, pretending I was taking a dump. So I pulled down my pants, you know, like, legit everything.
Yeah.
So I was in there, and I was opening a bag, and it was, like, so hard. And all you hear is, like, like, the bag, right? And then, like...
Bag of what? The drugs? Or, like,
yeah,
shit?
It was
Wait, why did I say bag of shit? I meant chips. The bag of shit. Oh, wait, I got another story after this, but go ahead.
But, yeah, like, I was trying to open it, right? And then,
bag of shit.
So
I say that.
As soon as I open it, like, you know, I had my binder on top of it, and I had my rolling setup, whatever.
Uh-huh. You had a rolling pin?
No, it was
like just picture you go like
the weed. No, it was like rolling setup, like so you can roll up a joint or whatever. Oh, anyways, throughout the rustling and me, like, you know, oh my god, and then whatever. It's
you
like,
actually got like you actually wanted to take a shit.
No, there was this kid who was like, wait, what the fuck? He was like in there and he was like washing his hand and he heard me, oh, it's so sticky and this and that. And, like, you know.
He actually said that?
Yeah, because like.
Oh, no.
And then, like, so all I hear is, what the fuck? And I'm like, what? And I'm like looking through the little crevice of it, the door and the stall. And like the guy is like, you know, like kind of putting his ear out and like, you know. Mm-hmm. And he kind of looks.
He's doing the Hulk Hogan. Like,
yeah. He likes look into the crevice, like I legit, like he's like a peeping Tom at this point.
You're eye to eye, basically, right?
Yeah, like make eye contact and whatever. And he's like looking, like, you know, what the hell is like going on. So I moved my binder out of the way, and I made this guy like look at my dick.
Oh no!
And he's like, "Oh fuck, what the fuck?"
I would have been like, what, bro? You came in while I was jerking off. What do you want me to do? Just to fucking, like, add on to it? Like, when you said sticky, like, it could have been you, like, coming on yourself or whatever. You would have been like, oh, bro, I was in the restroom and this dude was jerking off and got cum all over his hands. I heard him say something about sticky. Like he could go and tell someone that story.
Or it's like, you know, like, putting it in a cup so I could later on turkey baste it.
Oh, God. Going back to that. Damn, who would have guessed that's what got your girl pregnant? I mean, what?
Yeah.
That old ass cum from back then.
From way back then.
From way back in high school.
Little Michael Phelps.
Okay, so speaking of the restroom, right? So one time, Javier had to have a drug test. And Javier was one of our little stoner friends, like your stoner. And so he's like, I need someone that has clean urine. And so he asked me. And I was like, but how am I going to get like into a bottle and bring it to you? He's like, go buy one of the Arizona bottles. Like, you know how they're dark? Yeah. Go buy one of the Arizona bottles, pee in there, and then just bring it to me. And so I left. I come back. And do you remember Julian, like that white boy?
Yeah.
So Julian was sitting behind me. Hold up. So Julian was sitting behind me. And I walked in with a new Arizona and the pea Arizona, right? And I put them on my table. And Julian's like, "Oh, bro, this is badass. You got me one?" It's like, I've been hungering for Arizona. And so I was like, no, I didn't get one for you. And he grabs the one with the pea. And he goes to open it, but then he's like, wait a minute. This is fucking warm, bro. Like, what's in here? And he's like, oh, shit, you just went to piss for Javier. Just drops it and he leaves it there on the fucking floor.
Oh, I thought he was just going to be like...
No, he didn't drink it. No, I would have, like, I would have died if that would have happened. Like, I would have laughed so hard.
You should have been like...
I should have just been with it right over, like, I think it wasn't room temp. I think it was outside in the sun, but I think it's New Arizona, bro.
Or you should have been like, it's hot tea.
It's hot
It's the
tea.
South.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not drink hot tea?
Yeah, how do you not drink hot tea, bro? Almost drank it.
Damn.
And that's also another bathroom story from, like, right there. It was near the science room. Like, that bathroom in the back of the science room, like, where you walk out, like, to the back part. Yeah, it was there. I went to that bathroom.
The bathroom?
Yeah, it was that bathroom where I pissed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, where I did that. I'm just wondering which one you went to to do your sticky.
Oh, no, it was like by the gym. No, I can't remember. I think it was like academic building, if I'm not mistaken.
Building. Oh, that middle one? Like the big middle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was assuming maybe you would have done the same shit like on like those bathrooms. I was like, damn.
It's like in the same song.
Dude, that bathroom has some weird shit happen. Like, I remember, I don't know if you ever met him, but there was this guy named Mario. Like, super big, like, swole, played football.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he was kind of like an asshole.
He was slow.
To me, he was an asshole. Like, I remember he put me, like, in a chokehold once in class, and I was tapping, and he was like, no, let's just see how long you can last, bro. Like, he was trying to fucking, like, actually pass me out. Like, make me pass out.
Did you hit him or anything?
No, I didn't do shit. Javier's the one that got him off me.
Bro, but
you know me, bitch. I'm a gentle giant. I don't do shit.
Gentle giant.
I don't do shit. Anyways,
that should be like your Tinder profile.
Gentle giant. I'll do that. Take a real like downward picture, like where my stomach is, like so you can just see my stomach and me looking through it like that. That's gonna be the picture. That's gonna get me a bunch of chicks. Like, I know it.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, anyways, so that Mario guy got into a fight with a guy in that bathroom, the one right there by the science class, and he grabbed him, picked him up, and slammed him on a urinal. Like, nasty. Like, he injured this boy. Like, he left them, like, permanently damaged.
Damn.
Yeah, like, that Mario was an asshole.
Yeah, I remember he was a dick, and he was always getting suspended and whatnot.
He was doing a ton of bad shit all the time, yeah. Like, he was trying to... And I remember one time Javier fucked with him mentally. Like, basically, like, he made him, like rethink himself. Like, he was like... Damn, bro, that's right. Because Javier basically told him something about, like, his ex-girlfriend not loving him anymore. Mm-hmm. And that's why she talks to him and not Mario.
Wow.
And Mario was just sitting there, like... And then he, like, put his head down and just stayed quiet the whole day.
Damn.
And since then, every time he would see Javier, he'd be like, hi, Javier, how are you?
He just, like, silenced
Like, he silenced that motherfucker good. Like, and since then, he stopped fucking with me, too. Javier's like, I got you, bro. Like it was one of those moments.
Oh, yeah, of course, because he was, like, one of the top people in what is it called, chess club.
Oh, yeah. Smart.
Yeah, so he's
that
really
boy,
smart.
Yeah.
And he was, like, he had a neck for, like, a bunch of things. But, yeah. Damn. Another early memory that you recall?
Let me see. I'm trying to think, like, back in elementary, I have a ton of memories. What?
Speaking of elementary.
Oh, are we going to Scooby?
No.
Oh, that's a good one, too, though. All right. Yeah,
okay, fine.
No. Go
okay,
with yours.
well, let me...
Look,
let me go.
you tell your first one. I'll tell one of my elementary.
And then
go to
I'll
Scooby.
Go
Yeah, we'll go
okay,
Scooby next.
Scooby's next. Okay, so... And it's not what you think. I promise you, it's definitely not what you think about the Scooby snacks. Anyways, so... It was this one. It was like field day, I think. Yeah, at the beginning of field day.
You went to Love, right?
No, I went to Helms.
Oh, Helms. Okay.
Yeah, it's a community learning center where the ghetto kids can't afford.
I was gonna say the poor school, but yeah.
Yeah, it's. So yeah, I went there. Right, it was like field day. We had like these challenges, right? Because like we go outdoors and like
You run around, you do a bunch of games and things like that.
With balloons and stuff like that.
No bullshit. I used to think field day was named after my school because I went to Field Elementary. I was like, cool, we have a day named after us. Like, I always used to be. I was that dumb. I was like, our day, bro. Yeah, schools all around the country have one of these days. It's my school.
It's my school.
Oh yeah.
Oh. So and like okay, so we had this thing where like we were on the swings, and we were like spinning and see who can last the longest and like who can go the fastest is like spinning. So then like I was spinning right, and then I was spinning super hard and I got scared, so I stuck out my feet, and when I stuck out my feet, I did a split. So as I came down, I did a split. My pants tore from my zipper all the way to the back.
Hey, wait, what a drop. Basketball. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it was crazy. Like, you see my boxes and everything, and then, like, it was in front of a bunch of girls, and I was like, no.
What grade is this?
My tiny whiteies.
What grade is it?
I think I was, like, it was, like, 4th grade.
Was it one of those, like, underwear that had holes in it, or was it just, like, a normal...
thank God.
That would have been awful, right? That would have been the worst.
Oh, my God, they would have seen, like, the Texas Hammer.
Yeah. You want to call it that, but we know what it really is.
Okay, fine. It's Brian Longcard, the strong arm.
You just go. I remember one time Mike was like, all the food I eat, all the protein goes straight to my dick. I was like, God damn. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm like skinny and I'm all like, but not down there. He's like, I got a third leg, bro. I was like, no.
The human tripod.
Yeah. He can do a cock push-up.
Actually, he's the one holding the camera right now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that is our human tripod, Michael. Say hi to the people. Put your hand over the thing, like to make it seem like he's saying hi.
Hello. No, I'm just gonna reach for it and like.
You're stupid. So that's and so the girl saw you and your bare ass in school.
Yeah, like right in front of my crush, bro, and I was like, oh my God, like I thought my whole world ended. Just like my pants, torn in half. That's how I felt.
Speaking of tearing pants, this happened to me in Reagan. So, yeah, I was in high school. So me and my neighbors, I gave them a ride home to school, right? Because their older brother would always like sleep in late, and they'd always be like an hour late, almost 2 hours late. And so I gave them a ride there. While I was getting off the truck, I just heard. Because as soon as I jumped out of the truck, I heard it was, and I looked down and I'm like, oh shit, I tore my pants. And I'm like, fuck. So I got back into the truck. I started holding my shit like together because like they were already walking like, hey Martin, what's up? You're going in? I was like, no, I'll be right back. And I like reverse the truck and drive home as fast as possible. And then I'm like, Ma, I ripped my pants. I need new ones. Aquí están mío. And just like put them on and go right back to school again.
Wow. Yeah. No, for me, like when I tore my pants, like I was wearing a vest, so I had to like what I did was like I improvised, so I put it on. So it looked like I was wearing a skirt.
Oh, dude! Speaking of that, elementary memories. I peed my pants once in elementary. And one of my friends, his name was Hector, bro. Like he's the best friend I ever had in elementary. Like he literally had a jacket. Like, only 3 people knew I peed my pants. Oh. It was Hector and a girl. And that girl was, like, really close with me. And so, like, Hector grabbed his jacket and he's like, here, put it on. I'm gonna go tell the teacher. And so he goes and he tells the teacher, he comes for me. He blocks me out of all the kids' views. And I go inside and get new clothes, yeah.
We gotta find him.
I gotta find Hector, yeah. I think he went to Reagan because I saw a guy that looked just like him while we were there. But yeah, Hector, if you're out there, thank you, bro. True love.
Fist bump. Oh man, people made fun of me. Like they were saying, "Oh, it looks like you have a skirt." Blah blah blah. I was like, "No." And they called me Skirt Boy.
They did.
Yeah.
For how long?
Until I graduated elementary.
Yeah, 1 more year. Not a lot.
No, I flunked that year.
Oh, so you repeated 4th?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like Michael.
Yeah, so it was like kind of a good thing because like
But then we would have been in the same grade.
yeah, but at the same time,
Me, you, and Michael would have been in the same grade if you assholes wouldn't have flunked.
but still, we still know each
I would
other.
have had like bros like on my like senior days and shit like that. Like I had some friends, but not a lot. Like I was in there like senior day was the most boring shit ever. I was just sitting all there by myself with a couple people I knew, and I was like, "So where do you want to go? Try archery? All right, we'll try it." And then we just like walked over there. It was completely full. We're like, "So what do you want to do now? Go to the pool? All right." And like we just kept walking around on field like on that senior day. It was awful. It was shit.
So you never gone to like senior day, like skipped and gone
No,
to
and
like
the senior
G-Town?
skip day we did, but we never went to G-Town. No.
Where it was like a
Like,
party.
dude, on senior day I literally just skipped and went fucking home. Like.
Oh my god.
I didn't have anyone to do shit with. Like, all my other friends, Andres was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," and I was like, "All right, can I go?" And he's like, "Oh, if you can drive," and I was like, "Shit, I'm not driving on the freeway at this time," so I couldn't go then. And then Jacob went home with me, so we didn't do shit that day.
Oh my god.
It was depressing, like thinking about it now.
Oh well, we still gotta build a time machine and go back.
Nah, I'm good.
And you're gonna try your first blunt.
Nah, I'm good. So let me see. My other childhood memory I was thinking about. I was watching. Oh yeah, this is actually true, and it pisses me off to this day. So in elementary school, I think it was in 3rd or 2nd grade. I think it might have been 2nd. You know the Goofy movie, right?
Yeah.
So the Goofy movie had just come out, and me and my friend were arguing about something. Oh yeah, I remember now. Basically, my friend says we were talking about Pokemon at the time. And I used to call Pokemon Cookiemon.
Cookiemon?
Like, I called it that. I don't know why. Anyways, this kid's like, "It's not Cookiemon, you fat..." Like, you fat kid, because he couldn't say fuck at that time.
Yeah.
But it felt like he told me, "You fat fuck." And he was like, "It's not Cookiemon. You would want it to be that, wouldn't you? You fat ass." Like, in my mind, like, is how he told me. And I was like, "Fuck you." Like, in my mind is how I responded back. But what really happened is I whooped his ass.
That went from 0 to like
I whooped his ass, yeah. I didn't respond. I just straight up went and hit him hard as shit. And he was a small kid. I was a big little kid. Like, I was a reasonable size. Beyond reasonable. I was like beyond like big. I was the tallest kid in the whole school. Anyways, I whooped this kid's ass, and he was like small, like not tall at all. And the teacher put me on timeout. As soon as they started streaming Goofy
I
movie.
thought you were gonna say the teacher put me on a headlock.
No, she tried, couldn't. But yeah, the teacher put me on a timeout. So while everyone was watching the Goofy movie, my dumbass was sitting like, because you know how like they used to have a little like middle big room where like all the kids could play like during recess, like in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
And then they would have the classroom in the back, like with all the desks and everything.
Yeah, of course.
So basically, I was sitting in the back on all the desks while all the kids were sitting watching the Goofy movie.
Oh,
And I would try to watch it. Like, I would try to, like, go in and, like, and the teacher would be like, "Go back to your spot, Medina!" And I was like, "But, I'm sorry!" And then she's like, "I don't care, go back!" I was like, "But I want to watch Goofy." I never got to see it. You know when I watched that Goofy movie? Literally, like, last week. That was the first time in my life I ever saw a Goofy movie.
Well, at least you can cross it off of your bucket list.
But I saw Goofy movie, too, before that, like, years before.
Oh, no. My heart is broken. It's sinking faster than the Titanic.
That was honestly one of the saddest moments of my life. like I was depressed after that. I didn't know what depression was before that, but I did. I did after.
You just see yourself like in the swings, just eating
Like
fucking ice
if
cream.
I could recreate it, like if I could find a chubby boy, and just like record him sitting by himself like on a swing, just like this. and play like Creep in the background. You're like, "I'm a creep," and it's just him on the swing going like, I would love to do that.
Oh, bro, we gotta find that.
We gotta fatten Killian up. Shit.
Oh god. So speaking of that, I still want to tell my Scooby
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I'm not against it. No.
But since we're on
Like just being an outcast in class.
yeah, and then on top of like beating someone up. Well, I was an outcast like in elementary as well. I'm not, like people didn't have like the same interests as I'd had. And I was like the weird kid who always tried to solve a Rubik's Cube, and people are like, why are you doing that? Why can't you just take
I
off
mean,
the stickers?
I was never really an outcast. Like, I had friends, and, like, I always hung out with people, and I had my neighbors, too, so I had, like, a bunch of, like, you know, but I had my moments where I got angry, and I got into fights, and I think I got all that out of my system in elementary school, because as soon as I reached middle school and high school, I was a pussy. I was like, like, I was the quietest, like, gentle giant you could see. And I think it's because in elementary school I saw the damage I did if I was, like, an asshole to, like, the smaller people. I was like, you know what, if I when I get older, I'm not gonna be this.
But before you were like the Iron Giant.
Oh, before I was Iron, I would whoop ass. Like, I remember I got in trouble for fighting, like, all the time.
Like, with me, it was like I was like the complete opposite. I wasn't outgoing, or I wasn't like, you know, an extrovert. I was like introverted. It was hard for me to like have conversations with other kids and whatnot. But anyways, there's this one kid. His name is Miguel. I still remember him because he had like the bowl haircut, and the way how he talks and looks like that Rolf from Ed and Eddie. Like the tall guy, you know, bald haircut, and he's like,
I think we were talking about
boys, the foreign kid.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, he was exactly like him, but like a younger version, and shorter.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, yeah. He was like, you know, befriending me, whatever, and there were people like, you know, telling embarrassing stories about me, and it was like what I've shared to him, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out on the day that we had to like, you know. We had like this one field trip where we were gonna go to like I think it was the zoo, and we were waiting outside in line against this brick wall, right? And as soon as I heard that whatever, like it was him, like, you know, talking, and I found out, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna get him really good. So I was like, hey, look, there's a spider on the wall, like, and he's like, no, there's not. I was like, yeah, look. Do you need glasses or what? And he's like, no. And I was like, yeah, just look closer. And so he like kind of goes closer, and I just like, I got mad, so I just placed my hand behind his head and just smacked him across the fucking
the brick
wall. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then I didn't know that I did it so hard that he fell back, and like he was just like he was just bleeding out.
Damn. Yeah. Damn, I have another story to share similar to this, but go ahead.
Yeah, I got suspended. Like my
oh shit.
Yeah, my parents called. Oh, they got called and whatnot, and I was like, he had it coming.
The motherfucker had it coming. Damn. So I'll share mine. Basically,
you felt like a ton of bricks.
So basically, this is in elementary school again. We were doing something in arts and crafts when this guy, I don't know if his name is Tony. Or it was another name. I can't remember. He was like this guy. Like he looked like he had that weird like bowl cut, like you said. But basically, I remember he got me mad, and I was weird at the time. So like I used to do this too. Where you know how my dad has ripped jeans because he works in tile.
Yeah, of course.
So as a little kid, I would take out the blades of the scissors and just start going like.
Oh, and you would cut your jeans?
I would cut my own jeans. Yeah, to have ripped jeans, and my parents like, no, you don't want to do that. But they didn't want that. They were like, no, you're not supposed to cut the jeans, blah, blah, blah. But I remember I would just sit in class and cut my jeans. And so one day when this guy pissed me off, I had the blade in my hand. I was cutting I went, ha! like straight forward, like with the blade.
Uh-huh.
And he put his hand up, and I sliced his hand.
No!
Yeah, nasty.
Damn, you just ended his sex life right there.
No, it wasn't that. It was his left. He wasn't a lefty.
This is left.
Yeah, his right hand was all good. Oh, I don't even know why I'm bringing... This is elementary. Like, why would we even imagine that? No, but...
I mean, but like...
No, but honestly, I did cut...
I
cut... That doesn't mean shit. You can have a scar in your hand. Like, if you have a scar hand, that might be a little bit more interesting.
You fucked the cut.
Hell no! That's worse. Wait, let me see. No. I'm looking at a cut I have as a kid. Another childhood memory.
You're like, maybe.
But anyways, I did that, and then my teacher, she saw like he went up to her and he's like, you're showing her the blood, and she's like, who did this? He instantly points me out, and I was like, "You motherfucker! You're lucky I don't bring out this blade again." Like in my mind, like I'm thinking that I'm like, "Fucking snitch, bro! Snitches get stitches again." Like, you know, like,
Meet me in the basketball court after lunch.
and I didn't get to go because I got in trouble that day. So, anyways, he was crying. The teacher put like first aid. Like she was trying to put a Band-Aid on it, but it was a bigger cut than that. And I remember she was like, "What are you gonna do?" And I was like, "Say sorry." She was like, "What are you gonna do about it?" I was like, "What are you gonna do when his parents get here?" I'm like, "Say sorry." I'm like, "What else can I do?" And she's like, "You gotta do something." I was like, "Can I just say sorry?"
Oh, like, yeah, of course. Let me pay for the whole, like,
yeah, like I
bill.
can't do shit about that. And he motherfucker must have had chip. I think he must have, right? Like,
Or
it's a
Medicare.
kid. Yeah, kids always have medical shit. Adults don't. We're the ones over here dying, paying $500 for one visit at a fucking hospital.
Damn. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's about that time.
What time?
Scoobies.
Oh, Scooby. That's one of my favorites. You should have worn a Scooby Doo shirt, honestly.
No.
I'd like to tell the story.
I don't want to.
Oh, that's why you stopped wearing Scooby stuff, huh?
Yep.
Fans, send him Scooby shirts. What size are you in shirts?
Don't do it.
What size?
Don't do it.
What size are you?
Don't
He's
do
an
it.
XL.
No, I'm not XL.
L?
Nope.
Double XL?
Nope. No,
You're not triple XL.
definitely-
Okay,
no,
medium?
definitely. No,
You're not a fucking medium.
I'm a large.
Exactly, I said L.
Yeah, but. Well,
Oh, there you go, yeah. So he's a large. Send him Scooby shirts. I'll put a P.O. box in the description.
Oh, I'd rather shirts than what's about to happen.
Oh,
right now.
actually, that might be better.
No.
Listen to the story and let them tell us what you think. All right, go. No.
So, oh my god, there was this one day, my brother and I told my brother, let's go to the park, and I think he was barely like a little baby. He barely learned how to talk. He was like 3 years old. I was like, I want to say like 7, yeah, 7 or 6.
You're 4 years apart, right?
Yeah,
that's 7.
so 7, and then I was telling him like, hey, let's throw a fit so mom and dad can take us to the park, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, yeah, take us up park, nah. We were like little toddler terrorists. And then we
TTs.
yeah. So we went, and so they were like, okay, fine, whatever. They took us there, and as soon as we got there, I was like, Mom, I have to use the restroom. No, what do you mean you have to use the restroom? We just barely got here. We're not going anywhere. You're gonna have fun, and you're gonna have fun before we go.
Oh, cause it's what park is it again? Walters?
No, well, it's the one I think it's on Heights.
Yeah, but I think it's Walter Park because I used to go play tennis there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's Walters.
And it's like with the wooden
yeah,
playground?
it's the one with the wooden playground. It has the volleyball court and it has a tennis court.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it's Walters. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. We showed up. I was like...
We should go recreate it for a YouTube
No.
video. If you guys get us enough money to buy a good camera, we will recreate the story. Go. Not real, though. Like, we'll buy fake poop. I mean, what?
Like Nutella.
We'll buy Nutella.
So, yeah. We were, like, playing, whatever. And then, I was, like, befriending this other kid, whatever. And I was, like, asking him, hey, do you, like, live around here? And he's like, no, what kind of question is that? I was like, oh, it's because I need to use the restroom. There's no other restrooms. And he was like, why don't you dig a hole? And I was like, well, of course, he was being sarcastic.
Idea. No, but not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like, at the moment, if it was me, and I will share this story of me being an older person and doing this after you, but yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I remember, I guess. So I started, like, digging a hole with my hands and whatever.
I would have been like, hey, you don't got a dog so you can dig the hole for me?
Especially named Scooby.
Oh, that would have been perfect. Tie it in, yeah.
Yeah, so we're like...
You just hear, row.
Digging. And then, like, I take my dump in there. I'm like, what do I do? How do I clean myself or whatever? And I mind this. Like, there was kids on top of the bridge. I'm like, under the fucking playground, taking a massive dump.
Uh-huh.
And, like, they're, like, playing whatever. And they're like, what is that smell? And, like parents were like, oh, my God, do I have to change your diaper? And, like, it was, like, the kids up there. And nobody, like, thought about...
Like, you weren't the suspect.
Yeah, nobody thought, let's check underneath and, like, let's find this little kid taking a dump in the hole.
But there's bathrooms there.
No, there wasn't at the time.
Oh, at the time maybe there wasn't.
No,
Yeah,
there wasn't any.
Because I remember one time we had to take a mean ass, and I had to go to the like gas station because the bathrooms were closed. Like no one was there to attend it, so I did have to drive away into the gas station.
No, there wasn't there, and yeah, no toilets, no equals no toilet paper. So what I ended up doing was, I took off my socks.
Wait a minute. It wasn't your socks.
It was my socks. My socks and my Scooby-Doo underwear.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Let's just say that Scooby had another Scooby on the back.
Oh.
Because I
don't know why I pictured it in my head. Like, why did I do that?
Because like there's Scooby-Doo in the front, and like it looks like a brown stain.
Oh God, no.
Oh yeah.
And you dug it, right? Like you put it in the hole.
I buried it.
You buried it. So if we go back to the park, do you think we would be able to find it?
I'm pretty sure.
What if they dug it up like to put a new playground, and some dude that was like working construction was like, Scooby-Doo, I'll take this home. Oh no.
Oh, that's my little time pod.
That is your time shit. I wonder, now I'm thinking like back, do I have a time shit, like a shit I've taken, like where
$500 reward.
$500 reward if you find your bitch. If someone finds it, someone from here is listening and it's like, you know what, let me go to that park. He said Walters, right? Like Google it and just go and like find it.
Yeah, it's on Heights Street.
It won't be a reward, but we will send you a free t-shirt, a Scooby-Doo t-shirt, or underwear if you want.
Oh damn. Then like crazy part was like my brother comes up, he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh shit, don't tell mom. He's like, oh, you did that too? I was like, what do you mean?
What do you mean too?
And he's like, yeah, like I had to poop too. And then like there was this kid who told me to dig a hole.
You're lying so bad, bro. You have moments of like real lies, and that is one of the realest lies I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, no,
that's like too coincidental. Like that is too perfect.
Okay, I was the one who told my brother to do the same. So I'm pretty sure there's like two underwear.
There's like a second poo like hidden somewhere around there.
Yeah, there's Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo.
My God.
Scrappy-Doo.
Did I even have character like underwear when I was little? Or no, I wanted Power Rangers, but I never got it. Okay, so I will share this story since you just shared your story of shit. This is my story of shit. It's recent, but not that recent. Not the most recent one I told you about.
Okay.
Not the yoga mat one.
Oh.
So anyways, it was a day like any other. But our bathroom was full. Someone was in the restroom for too long. And I knocked on the door and they're like, oh, I'll be out in a little bit. And no, they weren't out. So what did I decide to do? I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the back. Like where I have my sheep and where I have my chickens. And I was like, I wasn't smart enough. Like, I consider that I don't think I could take a decent enough squat to take a shit in the hole. So I'm like, you know what? There's this bucket right here.
Oh.
And I straight up just went in the bucket. And now consider this, okay? I didn't know it was going to have that smell. So as soon as it was out, I was like, all right, time to brush, time to like not brush, time to wipe, because I took paper. I wasn't dumb.
Oh, I thought you just grabbed one of the chickens.
Hell no. That would have been pretty smart. That would have been smart too. Or grab like some of the sheep's wool, like rip it off my sheep and just start. Because when my sheep get really woolly, we like take it off by hand.
He's woolly.
Yeah. So I could have used that. Anyways,
he went from white to brown.
This is the part where I actually almost threw up now that I think about it. So I went and grabbed some water. I was like, I need to rinse out this bucket. So I go and put water in it. The smell that comes from it is so fucking strong. And I threw it out. I threw out the bucket. Some of it got on my shoe.
Oh,
I've never worn those shoes. I've never worn those shoes since. And the weird thing was when I stood up and like, went to go get the bucket, like the water, my sheep were like putting their heads in the fucking, I was like, get the fuck out of it. Like I was grabbing them and taking them away from it. And I was like, get away. Don't get over here. And like, I kicked them out. Like I kicked them away. I put the water on there. I threw it out. And then I had to rinse it again. And the sheep were like trying to lick the fucking water. I was like, get out of here. And like I think they tasted it. And so they just like went off. Just left. That is honestly one of my worst like poop stories. As a grown man, consider that
There's
it
a
has
little
to
bit
be
of you and a little bit of them.
it has to be at least like 4 or 5 years ago, but it's recent.
Oh.
I apologize to the listeners if you guys are disgusted.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, we've been on this conversation of shit for a while.
I know. It's nothing but blood and poop.
Do you bleed when you shit?
No, like we're talking about like, you know.
Oh, actually, this is
when we beat up the kids.
Going back to early memories. Oh yeah, you're right. Beating up kids. Going back to early memories. Well, some of my earliest are with my neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Like those guys, I've known them for 20 plus years. I met them when I was 4, so 22 years. And one of my earliest memories with them was we always used to play video games. Like I had the Nintendo, so they would come over to the house, and then they upgraded to a PlayStation 1. So I would go over to their house. So we would like take turns, and then I got an N64, and they'd be like, "This is more fun than the PlayStation because this is 4 players." And we just started playing like crazy.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's
And I always had a good group. Like I always had GoldenEye. I had Mario Kart. I had like the shit with them.
The classics.
I had Mario Party. Like I had a ton of games to play with them. Anyways, one time they always ate hot chips, like insane amounts. And one time one of them calls me. He's like, "Martin." I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Come to the restroom real quick." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Bro, I just pooped red." I was like, "What? Red?" And he's like, "Yeah, come look. You're a kid, okay? You're not, like, consider it as a child, not an old-ass me going into the restroom and like, 'Hey, Kenneth, I took a red shit,' and you walk in there and look at my shit. I was a kid." And so I go and I'm like, "Holy crap, it is red. How'd you do that?"
You ate some food coloring?
No. It was all the hot chips they were eating.
Oh, wow.
All
I
the hot
guess
chips
you
they were
are
eating
when you
turned
eat.
red. Yeah, they turned red. And I remember telling him, I was like, "Dude, I've never had red poop, but I've had like greenish." They were like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, whenever it happens, I'll call you." This is when you're a kid, man.
Earliest childhood memories.
Another memory I have, actually. I learned how to cuss because of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they taught me all the Spanish curse words. I guess they heard their parents fighting a lot. And they would know, like, pendejo, cabrón, like, all the words. And I remember one day we were sitting in their backyard. We would jump the fence, like, to hang out. And they were sitting in the backyard, and they were cussing, and I heard them, like, yelling it. And I was like, "What are you saying?" They're like, "Oh, new words we learned from our parents." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Can I go in? Can I join you?" I'm like, "Yeah, come on. Come over." And so we started, and, like, we started, like, doing it loud, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you just yell the words, like, super loud.
Right.
Like, that's what we were doing. I was like, "Cabrón!" And then, like, my mom heard me. She's like, "¿Qué dijiste?" And I was like, "Oh, no. I'm about to get in trouble."
I remember, like, when I was a little kid, I was like, I had this thing where I used to tell, like, double meaning jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And, but it was in Spanish, right? And, I remember I would cuss a lot. I would say puta or whatever, stuff like that. And I remember as soon as it was like getting close to like me entering kindergarten, my mom was like, I used to watch novellas with my mom, and it was like this one. It was called Luz Clarita.
Luz Clarita?
Yeah.
Never saw it.
Never seen it. It's old. It's like back in, I don't know. But she kind of like not traumatized me, but she was like, you know, telling me there's this episode where she gets put in a closet, but like in that closet there's like a bunch of rats.
Is it the one with that little girl?
Yeah, it's a little girl.
And they would do like a whole like sweepstakes like with Maseca, where like if you bought enough for the school, she would come to visit.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the girl, right?
Yeah, that's the girl.
Oh shit. Okay, now I know.
So my mom would be like, "Yeah, don't be saying words like that. Like they're gonna put you in the closet, and you know the rats." And I'd be like, "No, I don't want the rats. Not the rats, please, not the rats." And then, like
that's how they stopped you, like from cursing.
Yeah,
like for real. Okay.
And like, I was like so close to asking
you know if I was like a mean person like at that, or if I would have known you, I think around this time Fast and Furious was out, like the second one, or like where they're torturing him with the rat. I'd be like, you know, if you keep cussing, that's gonna be you someday, bro. Like where he's like getting tortured with the rat and like the blowtorch.
Oh,
like you've seen that one, right? Like where they're heating up like the pipe that the rat's in, and it goes like towards the stomach, and like you know it's gonna eat its way out, right? Like one way or another, it's gonna eat through you. Like that would have been a great moment as a parent to show to a kid. Keep cussing, this will happen to you. Watch.
Yeah,
so that'd be me.
Like that the ass whoopings. Those are things that I would never forget as a little kid.
I never had ass whoopings.
No,
like a couple, but not like insane amounts.
Well, yeah, I did. I remember the worst ass whooping was when I went like 52 days, consecutive days of no homework. Like, yeah.
Oh,
and
shit.
like elementary.
I was at the point in elementary where my parents would help me with the homework because we had one teacher that was like, do 30 pages of worksheet or like the workbook,
Right.
and do this and do that. And my mom's like, she's giving him a lot of homework. Like, it's a shit ton. Like, it's too much for a kid to do. And like, my parents would help me out with it.
Yeah, the same thing with me. I'm pretty sure you were like in advanced classes or something.
Yeah, I
like
was,
that.
but like, it was too much, bro. Like, she'd print out like these big ass pages and like, she expected you to do all of it for the day.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I didn't do the homework or whatever. And I remember that same week, my mom. I don't know. Yeah, my mom bought me what is it called? Well, not the same week, but like the week that they contacted my parents. That same week before, I got a Game Boy Advance.
Ooh, nice.
You know the ones that
the big ones.
the big ones.
Oh, I wish I had it with me. I have one like sort
It
of.
was a blue one with the clear or whatever. They bought me a few games. It was like I think it was like 10 games at the time. It was like Frogger's Adventures and stuff like that. And I remember I lost it.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I took it and I was showing it off to the kids, and I had it like in this green pouch where it's like the Spark Kid.
I've never felt sadder for someone in my life.
Yeah, I lost that. I didn't do my homework, and they told my mom. And like she was like, "I'm gonna ground you. I'm gonna take the whatever
the Game Boy." And you're
the
like, I
Game Boy.
lost it, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
And oh my gosh, she was livid.
Dude, like speaking of that, right? We'll go back to your ass whooping. But
You sound like my mom.
but in 8th grade, I lost the Game Boy Advance SP. I didn't lose it. I got it stolen from me.
Same thing.
And
That's
the
what
worst
happened.
thing... Oh, actually, speaking of childhood memories, I'm going to go like way back. So we'll go in order. So in elementary school, they took away my Game Boy Color. My Pikachu Game Boy Color. Like, the teacher saw me playing with it, and they took it to the office. So I went to the office to pick it up. And inside of, like, the things that they took, because, like, they weren't giving it to me. Like, they were going to keep it. I saw the box, and there was another Game Boy Color. So I went, grabbed mine, grabbed the other Game Boy Color, and there was a copy of Pokemon Crystal there on the side. I picked up all that shit and took off with it.
You motherfucker, that was mine.
No, it wasn't. We didn't go to the same elementary school. And mine was a Game Boy Color. It's the one right before you.
No.
Yeah, I got 3 things that day. I was like, yes.
No, but we were in the same grade though.
Yeah, but it wasn't like same
Same
school.
school.
If it would have been, that would have been a funny coincidence, but no.
I would have like jumped over this
Second
table
thing.
right now.
In middle school, in Miami, where I used to live, I was a Miami person, I had a Game Boy Advance SP. And I remember I had just bought Pokemon Leaf Green Edition. And I was super happy because I wanted to play it. I used to love playing the older Pokemon games, so I was like, alright, time to replay. And first day, this kid, like, I don't know how it happened, some kid just went, stole it. Stole it right for, like, they called me to the office. So I left all my shit there. The teacher, I was like, teacher, can I take my backpack? She's like, no, leave it here. And I was like, but I have something in here and I don't want it to be stolen. She's like, I'll look after it. You go. She was like this really, really fat lady. Like bloated, like fucking fat bitch.
The hatred.
I have a lot of hatred for this lady. And then I came back and me and my friend Lewis both went. And so when we came back, my friend Lewis started crying because he got a bad grade. Like, he was supposed to get an A and he got a B. And he's just like, like loud. And then I got there and I saw my backpack and I saw that my game was gone. So I started going at the same time. Yeah. And the teacher, like this girl, she's like, why are they crying? And she's like, one of them's crying because he doesn't have a good grade. The other one's crying because they stole his Game Boy. Like, fucking bitch, bro. Like, I hate that lady.
Yeah.
Like, I hate her, bro. Like, for her to do that to me, that's the worst. Game Boy Advance meant everything to me. I had a vacation right after that. And, like, we went to this place called Stewart. And I spent the whole time crying for a Game Boy that my dad gave me money to buy a new one. And we never found one at that fucking place. Like, I was like, take me to Walmart. I want a new Game Boy. I want a new Game Boy. Nothing.
Nothing. Damn.
That is the worst.
Yeah, but not
Like,
as worse as my fucking.
Not as worse as your continuation because you got an ass whooping. I just got a stern talking to. I was like, you gotta be more careful with your things. Can't get them stolen. Don't take them to school. That was it. That's all that happened to me. Like, it wasn't even an ass whooping.
Like, no, for me, like, my mom got me good. And like, for instance, as soon as that happened, whatever, she was like, "Oh, you know what? It's fine." She played it cool. Whatever. I got suspended.
You're like, I'm scot free.
Yeah, scotch free.
Yeah, you're
she
like,
was
I'm
like,
good.
"Hey, let's go get some Burger King." Okay.
Ooh.
Got Burger King. Whatever. We went to the park. Had the time of my life with my brother too. Went back home. Okay, go take a shower.
Your dad got home.
No.
Oh, really?
Like my mom's like, okay, go take a shower, cause you're all dirty, right? So, yeah.
I'm already doing like the belt sign. I'm doing it off
The
camera though. but
smacking
Like yeah.
yeah, and all I remember is going in there and taking my shower. I was like, oh yeah, sweetest day of my life.
As soon as you walk out, right?
No, in the middle of
In
the
the
shower, when I had shampoo, like, and I was shampooing my hair. My mom turns off the hot water, so it's just straight up cold water, and I get shocked, right?
Oh shit!
And I'm like, what the hell? And all I hear is the what
belt hitting skin, right?
No, the fucking
the shower curtain open. Yeah.
And that's when we lock eyes. I felt like a deer just like looking at a lion, and she's just like, bah, 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 and I'm like trying to escape, right? And like the floor is marble.
Oh.
So I slipped and I hit my hip. And I was just like laying down, and she was
I
just
can
like,
imagine you going
and she's just going into town. I'm like,
she left you with, what's that disease where your hands roll like that? Like, what is that?
I don't know, but man, it hurt. I still feel it today.
Honestly, speaking of ass whoopings, like, I've never had them, but I've experienced a shit ton firsthand because my neighbors, the Juarez, like, their mom would go to town on them. Like, she would whoop ass, like, nasty. Like, it was, like, unimaginable. Like, watching them get their ass whooped set me straight, basically. Like, I stopped being a bad kid because I would see, like, one time, we were watching SmackDown on UPN. This is how old this is. And we were imitating the wrestling moves. I was always the ref. I was always like, uno, no. And then the mom walks in, she's like, you guys are being too loud. Walks in with a fucking hanger, like the wire,
Those hurt.
and just starts going, whatcha, like towards everyone. My hand was on the bed. I got a nasty hit on the hand, and she just goes, oh, pobrecito, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you, I wanted to hit the other one. She just started apologizing like crazy.
Were you in shock?
I was in shock because I was just like staring at her and them, like, is this how you always feel? Because she always comes out with the fucking hanger, like, in my mind.
You should have like.
I milked it, bro. I was like, I milked the crap out of it. I was like, if I keep crying, maybe she'll stop beating their asses. Like, I was really worried for them. I was like, because she's gonna go after them still.
And she still goes after them. You see what you made me do? I hit him by accident.
Like, no bullshit. She would whoop their ass so bad. I think the only reason she stopped is because CPS was like threatening to take her kids. Mm-hmm. Only reason she stopped.
That bad.
Like, that bad.
No, like for me, it was just like ass whoopings. Like if I really deserved it.
Mm-hmm. No, their mom was anything. Like, you're too loud, she'll come in and whoop their ass. You know what she did too? Pisses me off, and I'm owed one of these. She grabbed my Pokemon the movie VHS, ripped it to pieces, and threw it in the trash. And I just let them borrow it for the day.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, my Pokemon the movie and Pokemon 2000. She completely destroyed my VHSs. That whore.
No.
I don't know why a lot of my pain comes from Pokemon. Like, whenever anything that happens to Pokemon, it's just completely, like, I've been ruined in the animated world, in the written world, and the video game world.
Wow. I was never a fan of Pokemon.
I loved it.
I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, I was a fan of like Digimon, but not Pokemon. Digimon came out first before Pokemon. You poser.
I gotta hold in my anger till the end of this podcast in a couple minutes. We're actually over an hour on close to an hour on this. So, on just this one, not the previous 18 minutes.
Do we like close out already?
We'll close out in a little bit. I have one more childhood story to share. It's not my story, but it's a good one. So basically, the Juarez's mom, we'll call her Prius because her name sounds very similar to that.
Prius.
She was whooping their asses. And so my closest friend of them is Pedro. He was running, and he sees a car, and he sees the back is open, like the cajuela, like the trunk, right?
Yeah.
And so he throws himself in there to avoid the ass whooping. And he closes it. He sits out there for at least 3 to 4 hours in the hot sun.
His mom, this is Texas.
Remind you, this is Texas. His mom is looking everywhere for him. She's like, Junior! Junior! Because that's how she talks. And my mom, like, one of their front door neighbors saw it. And she wasn't talking to their mom. I guess they just hated each other. So she goes and tells my mom. And my mom's like, hey, if you're looking for Junior, I think he's inside that car. As soon as she opens the car, he's completely drenched in sweat. He's like, I was there. He's completely drenched in sweat going, Mommy. His mom is like, Junior! She grabs him, picks him up, throws him into a kiddie pool, and just starts like hosing him down, like to cool him down. And I just remember like the ambulance coming to pick his ass up, and us going to Texas Children and eating McDonald's there. And I was like, hey bro, you're okay? He's like, dude, I thought I was gonna die. Like, he just tells me that. He's just yeah, breathing hard. The funny thing is he has a laugh where it's like like that's how Pedro laughs. And I'm just picturing him going but really being out of breath. So that'll conclude today's podcast, everyone. The follow-up episode 3 will probably be a little bit of both, like childhood memories and just like the hobo stuff again. But like, who knows? Like, we'll talk about more stuff. Please follow us at where's my iPad?
Oh, we should do like injuries next time.
Oh, we can do injuries. I don't mind at all. Yeah, I don't have a lot of injuries, but I want to hear yours. So
okay, let's do it.
Oh, Pedro could have been an injury.
Oh,
so I think it's called Banana Ham Pod because it's like a big, like too many numbers you can't get it. But yeah, it's Banana Ham Pod. So if you look up Banana Hammock, it'll be on there. But if you want to find us in the thingy, at Banana Ham Pod.
On Twitter?
On Twitter. Yeah, we're on Twitter. Send me some messages, like comment us, follow us, and like let us know what you want us to talk about. Like we have a lot of things to do. Like if you have some funny videos of us to review, like of the homeless people, like them being like scams or anything like that, well, like or actual homeless people that will feel like some sort of like sadness towards. Please, like, share it with us. We don't mind it one bit.
Or any other childhood memories or anything like that. Or
yeah, if you want to share your childhood memories with us and you want us to talk about it on here, we will absolutely do it. Like, we will have like a little like reader, like follower segment or listener segment. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, and just talk about your stuff, like your memories, and like criticize it or just go with it. You know?
Do you think we should have games in this?
Games.
Yeah, like talk show games or anything like that.
Like what talk show games can we have?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, we'll probably think about it later.
Like, we're going to make a YouTube channel. Like, we're going to be doing a bunch of original content on there, too.
So
like, this is going on that channel.
What's the name of that channel?
Also, Banana Hammock.
Banana Hammock?
Banana Hammock Pod, I think.
So we're on all platforms.
We're on we're on every platform. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and there's like 2 other ones, Anchor. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Please share our stuff and let us know if you like it.
Peace out.
Bye.